Y'all, welcome back. Like less than 12 hours later, we are gathered here again to watch me do more dumpling experiments. Okay, I know that it's been a full year and a half into this thing where we have recognized, at least mentally, that the idea and the concept and the internalized value system of productivity is not good for us and is actually just a tool that has been instilled in us to produce more for the system that we currently live under. But I will just say, does anybody else out there feel super bad when they don't do anything or go outside on a long weekend such as this one? Because I really didn't go anywhere or do anything except to cook. I couldn't even get past like 10 pages on a book. I'm at that age where I open up a book and I just fall asleep. So I took 2 very long naps this weekend, which, you know, I'm happy to have done because I feel like my body really enjoyed it. But there's still such a big part of me that's just like, dang, June, you could have got this done, you could have got that done, you could have gone outside, you could have walked around. And I'm just like, well, you know, I didn't do it, sorry. This kind of self-conversation that happens on the daily is intense. It's intense, guys, it's intense. It doesn't have to be this way, but it is. And I hate it. I did nap with Fred, yes. It was very enjoyable. I should be completely happy with myself, but there is always that struggle of competing value systems that have been instilled in me. Nowco, what broke? And, you know, I don't know. I just don't even know what there is to like go out for anymore. I don't feel a need to be social anymore. I still like all of my friends, but it just feels like we've become more self-sustainable over the past year, and I'm weirdly okay with just like texts and Zoom with my mom, and I don't know if I should be feeling guilty that I haven't seen my mom in a very long time, if I should go pay her a visit, maybe when she's fully vaccinated. I don't know. There's just a lot of feelings. Why the explosion? I burnt it. That's all, guys. I burnt it. Okay, so we are going to continue our filling galore. And the next one up is bacon and chives. And I'm thinking maybe I don't cook the bacon because I want it to be juicy? Is that wrong? I kind of just want to experiment with raw bacon in a dumpling, and so I also don't feel like splattering the bacon shit everywhere right now, so but I do want to cook the leeks a little bit. And Sarah, yeah, it definitely will get oily, but we're using 6 ounces of bacon with, I'm hoping I have a lot of greens to use up. Yeah, we have a lot of greens. It is making my fridge smell so bad. Aaron was like, it is getting farty in here, and I was like, yep, I know. Hi, Fredo. What's up, buddy? Have you come to look for food? Oh, big yawn. I don't know if any of this will be good for Fred, unfortunately. There's a lot of aromatics that he's not supposed to eat as a kitty. think maybe a little bit of ginger too. So it does feel like home, doesn't it? I mean, it's just like, it's just what I did, and now I gotta use it. It's fine, it's beautiful, it's perfect. I don't have anything against it. Hi, Fred. Okay, I want to weigh this, because I want to know how much greens I'm using. Yeah? You think it's for you, buddy? Do you like the way this smells? It's poisonous. You cannot have. And no, you're not interested. Okay. We're just going to go with a little bit of olive oil for now to lubricate that pan. And I'm going to... Ooh, off, off, off. Thank you. I'm using the Chinese leeks that smell like farts that Erin has been commenting on. So, it's a lot of it. 5.7 ounces. And so about 5.7 plus 1.3 is 7 ounces. 7 ounces of chives. About 2¼ cups-ish. I'm also going to put in some green onions in here. Yeah, you smell the good stuff, don't you, buddy? Have you ever been to the South? I've been to South Carolina for a Frisbee tournament. I don't remember where. I've been to Georgia, Savannah. I've been to Austin, Texas. That might be it. Oh, does Virginia count as the South? I've been to Virginia, Machipongo, on a farm. Yeah, Fred has had dinner, and honestly, he is getting fat, so Erin's right. We probably need to stop feeding him. And he left because he sensed I was not feeding him. Where is he? Oh, you're here. Hi. Alright, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to divide the bacon up into batches because the pan is running a little dry and the bacon is going to have so much grease anyway. I'm going to be putting partially bacon in here like 2 ounces. So a third of the bacon. There we go. We'll just toast that up. So usually it's like pork and chives as a filling, but because I had bacon on hand, I figured I'd give it a try and do a bacon, which is pork, but it's just very cured and not as juicy. Let me write that down. Thick cut bacon, minced, divided. Chopped. 2 ounces bacon, stir fry. We're gonna put on a timer for 4 more minutes, 6 minutes total, and then we're gonna go in with some seasoning. I wonder what kind of seasoning. All-time favorite food? I mean, really, bananas and peanut butter is my go-to pleasure. Truly, nothing beats that. I also really have gotten to love mangoes. Mango lassi, I've been making that a lot. Okay, let's go in with some spices, kids. I'm feeling a little bit of white pepper to take that lick off. So half a teaspoon of white pepper. Any recommendations for the other spice? Hi, Washington State. Julie, do you think we need MSG with all the bacon in here? It's very salty and umami-ish already. So I'm thinking about it, but I also don't know if I want that. Something smoky like smoked paprika. Hi, Leanna. Yeah, we're gonna put a lot more bacon into it too. Like all the rest of this is going in there raw. MSG can definitely go in the dipping sauce. Yeah. Ooh, something sweet. That's interesting. I might add a little sugar in here. You're right. Maybe 1 teaspoon sugar. Smoked paprika. I'm very intrigued. I've never done leeks and smoked paprika before, but there we go. Thank you for your input. Love it. I'm gonna have to give all 300 of you some recipe credit. Hi, Idaho. Hi, Virginia. Okay, the greens are starting to lose their color a little bit, so I'm going to turn it off. It's about 6 minutes. Paprika is so underrated, but you know what else is the problem? Is sometimes most of the paprika that we buy in the stores have been ground for so long that it literally just tastes like musty dirt. I think that's why a lot of people don't like paprika, because they haven't gotten the fresh good stuff, and it's just so poorly made and stored that a lot of people think that that's what paprika tastes like. So I'm very curious about the salt level, because there's a lot of bacon in here, which is why I haven't added any salt, but I have a feeling we might need to add some sort of seasoning. So I'm going to taste this before the rest of the bacon goes in, and I'm going to try to gauge and guess. Obviously, once the bacon is in, it's raw, I can't really taste it unless I really want to put myself at risk of random food poisonings, which I'm not looking to do on tonight's live, maybe another day. That's it, just a hot water rinse. We're clean. It is fatty enough that everything just slides off. Ooh, Urfa Biber, yes. Picky eaters who are trying to branch out, I don't know, Morning Glory, it really depends on you. I can't recommend any foods. You just gotta be open to it. And you gotta be open to not liking the foods that you try, and don't let it discourage you, because there's so much food out there that you never really know until you try everything, so. And also keep in mind that you're gonna change as a person. Your tastes will change. Okay. Smoked paprika, definitely very interesting. It is a little bit too smoky now, so I'm gonna counteract it with a little bit of coriander. See how that goes. Obviously, the coriander would taste so much better if I had toasted it with the rest of the spices, but it is done. The deed is done. Okay, very interesting. Not sure if this filling is going to be my go-to filling, but we'll see. I'm just mixing in the rest of the raw bacon in here now. I think it'll be salty enough, but who knows? And I think you're right, we definitely do need a little bit of acidity in here, so maybe a little bit of rice wine vinegar. But also definitely the rest of everything that I wanted to put in here, which includes, hi Minnesota, we're gonna grate 1 inch of ginger, straight in. This will cut some of that fattiness. It'll cut through some of that smokiness. Okay, that's done. We're gonna mix that ginger in. We're also gonna go in with, I'm gonna Here, turn that off. Some sugar, some sesame oil, some vinegar. For the sugar, I think I'm going to go with a little bit of brown sugar. Hi, buddy. You want to smell some brown sugar? No interest. You can't taste sugar. I know. I know. One teaspoon of brown sugar. We're going to go in with 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. We're going to go in with a teaspoon of rice wine vinegar. Perfect. Getting so good at my pours. I know how much you guys love this sound. Can't taste it, but it smells pretty good. Fred is like, you got no food for me, I'm out. So for sure, this doesn't make as much as other recipes do. It only makes 300 grams, which we might have to pump up somehow. And 19 grams. I'm going to let that chill in the fridge for a bit. And we're going to move on to our second filling, which is going to be dill and eggs. Dill and eggs. I believe I have... This is a 1.2 liter container. How many cups is 1 liter? About 4.25 cups. So I would say this is about 4 cups of dill. I'm going to do... I don't want to make pot stickers, guys, because last time I made pot stickers, the splatters gave me a lot of burns. So... Okay. For this one, we might just keep it simple. I might just do like dill, eggs, that's it. We're just winging it, guys. gonna put in half a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon black pepper. Just gonna scramble our eggs a little bit. Probably should do 4 eggs. 2 doesn't seem enough. Turn that down a little bit. Heat is down to a very, very medium low. Got 4 eggs. Roughly scrambled. I feel like you could definitely put rice in a pork filling. Yeah, why not? That sounds delicious. Carbs on carbs. I don't have a garden, Sarah. I wish I did. I just have little yogurt containers with a little bit of soils. Alright, we went in with 2 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil. We went in with dill. We went in with 4 large eggs. We went in with half a teaspoon kosher salt. We definitely need more seasoning. Half a teaspoon black pepper. The last one yielded 318 grams. Okay. I wouldn't use water chestnuts in dumplings, but that's up to you. I feel like you can use whatever you want. I'm gonna turn up the heat a little bit. Michelle, have you not had enough people saying happy birthday to you yet today? Do we really need to sing you another round? Although Linda loves to sing, so. McLinda, we love McLinda. Oh guys, and I also made another batch of potato filling because I had one russet potato left over and I wasn't really satisfied with the last potato filling that we had. So instead of olive oil, I used butter, and then I also added a little less chicken broth and added a 1/4 cup of heavy cream, which I think, yes, it's less vegan now, but more delish. Alright, not really much to show, guys. Very, very dill forward, very, very not egg forward. I'm gonna take a little bite just to taste for seasoning. Hiccups for days, you're so nice. Simple is good, guys. Simple is good. Oh man, I do want some more of a salt factor. Or maybe we will go in with a little MSG. Quarter teaspoon. Sam, you're never late. You're just here. Welcome. Happy to have you join. Guys, I don't expect anyone to be quote unquote on time to these lives, given that I give you like 2 seconds heads up of when I'm going live. So if anything, I'm the one who's late. But you know, this is the one thing that I do to make these lives feel as relaxing to me as possible, which will in the long term be more sustainable for me to run them. If I feel like I have to give people advanced schedule, it just starts feeling like too much of a task and a job. So I hope y'all understand. And I'm just glad when you can join, you can join. Fred is in the other room. He's very upset that I'm not feeding his fat little ass. He's just been sleeping all day. And then he does zoomies for a hot second when we're asleep. Okay, now we taste again with the MSG. Hell fucking yeah. Man, that MSG, it just makes everything have more of like that sweet, fresh, the freshest fish you've ever had. You know how when you ever catch like a live fish and they cook it for you right there, and the skin is like just like silky, gelatinous, and then the flesh is like silky but also juicy, and it has that like sweet I was just alive 2.5 milliseconds ago taste. Yes, that's what MSG does for your food. So it's especially good to put it in vegetarian stuff. It doesn't make it taste fishy in that bad fishy way. It makes it taste like fresh killed fish. So it has umami, it has that flavor, slightly sea, but balanced with sweet. So it's like salty, briny, pulled back just from the edge of being salty and briny into that sweet realm. So it's like the taste of MSG escapes me. It's very like nebulous, but it just kind of ties everything together. It's kind of like how you add flour into butter and then it turns magically into roux. It just brings everything together. We're gonna see how much this yielded. you talking about society?
No, I wouldn't hear that.
Aaron's talking about society, y'all, in the other room. There's good reason why we're together, guys. If anything, my relationship with Fred is more toxic than my relationship with Aaron. Okay, that yielded 328 grams. I'm just gonna say 330 grams. Guys, I'm so excited. This means we can start cooking our dumplings. But I do have to go pee. I'm so sorry. So I'm gonna scrape this pan clean. I'm gonna soak it. I'm gonna eat these scraps, and then I'm gonna go pee, and then we'll make dumplings, and then we'll boil them, and then Aaron will give us his critiques. Wow, that dill one is so good. BRB. Wait, sorry. I need to write down. Oh, I wrote it down already. I'm so good.
There you go. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. There. Oh, yeah, it's just for reasons. Probably won't look there. Kelly was there all the time. Check this out. Yeah. And that's what I know after you say, it's hard to, probably see person.
Fred, can you join us? Can I move the chair so you can join us? Can I please? Thank you. I'm gonna move the chair in here. Can you come join us in here? The people really want to see you, Fredo. Come in, Fred. They want to see you, buddy. Please. I don't want to have to beg my cat, but I'm begging my cat. All right, so the first filling is going to be our round 2 potato filling. I made a third of a batch. I cannot feed you, Fred. You've just had dinner. Like less than 2 hours ago, you just had dinner. I cannot feed you. Fred, people are waving at you. Are you gonna wave back? Oh, he left us. That little bastard. totally talking about social constructs. I did make my own recipe for the watermelon rind pickles, but honestly, I don't know if I like them all that much, so you can probably use any other watermelon brine on them. My cat doesn't love me, guys. I'm crushed. He only uses me. I knew that that was the case all along, but I didn't want to believe it. And now that I have to come to grips with it, I hate it. I want my cat to love me. I want my cat to love me as much as I love him. It's too much to ask. It's too much to ask. How many dumplings do you want, Aaron?
As many as you want.
You really can eat that much?
What's up?
I don't know if you can handle that much. This is the same dough that we used earlier today. It's been resting in this closed container. It's still very moist and very relaxed. Potato 2.0 is different because I put butter instead of olive oil and I put heavy cream, and so it's a lot more luxurious. Yeah, that's right, girl. You come in here. That's right. That's right.
Why do you keep asking me what I'm talking about?
Oh, just because I hear you.
Okay.
You're very audible.
Who cares? I'm not listening to you.
Okay, well, do you want me to not listen to you?
It's just kind of weird.
Okay, I'll stop eavesdropping. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're trying.
We're gonna stop eavesdropping on Aaron. Hi. No, he doesn't love me. He thought I would feed him. Do you want to smell the dough? Oh, you actually licked it? Do you want a piece of raw dough? No. When I give it to him, no. But he will lick it. Just like that one time when he started licking my yogurt, and then when I made him his own yogurt, he stopped eating it. I love it. I also made a pot of rice once, and I left it on the counter when I went to go pee, and I came back to him licking the freaking pot of rice. And then I made him a little bowl of rice, and he was like, nope, I just wanted to eat straight out of your pot of rice. I know you, you little jerk.
I really wish I understood just this actually.
I did find out that he loves potatoes yesterday, though. He loved eating some of my potatoes. I just gave him some of the plain ones that we cooked without the garlic and stuff in it, and he really liked it. So we got a potato cat. He doesn't like sweet potato, but he likes potato. Fascinating. So this will be 22 grams of filling. Wow. Really losing it, guys. And as you can see, this potato filling is a lot less watery and it's a lot stodgier because I added less broth to it. So hopefully it won't taste as mashy as the last one, but I'm sure Aaron will still hate it. Yeah, you think he liked Budweiser? How do you make the wrapper not stick to the rolling pin? If you make my dough, you shouldn't experience stickage dough. It's a dry enough dough, and if you let it rest, it should roll out just fine without flour. It also helps if it's not, you know, the middle of summer and everything's melting already. Right now it's like a very cool 70 degrees here, so optimal dough working weather. I don't have a gluten-free dough recipe, unfortunately. I think my cutting board is uneven, guys. It's giving me a lot of trouble rolling it out. Either that or my rolling pin is warped.
It's crazy how little this one was.
So this is a pretty silky dough. And you can see that I did a little bit of an indent that's thinner there, but it shouldn't be sticky. It might be moist, but it shouldn't be sticky. I'm guessing you only want to have one potato dumpling, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Julie, I was thinking the exact same. I think this is very pierogi-like. And honestly, I love that. It's a pierogi dumpling, essentially. What do you think? Do you like it? Okay, so we got 2 little potato dumplings. Nice. And for the rest of you who are wondering if I can do a side-by-side taste test with the version 1, no, because I ate that mashed potato already. Whoops. Not really good at keeping food around, honestly. Alright, what's next? What did we cook second? I already can't find it in this fridge. Ah, yes. The bacon chives. Aaron, because you're gaming, do you want me to cook off all the dumplings for you to eat at once?
Yeah, I guess so.
So we'll make all of the dumps, and then we'll cook all of the dumps, and then we'll invite Aaron over. Although I still want to cook the batches separately, so I can keep track of who's who. Damn, my cutting board is so warped. I hate this. Why wasn't it doing this to me earlier in the day? Oh yeah, way better. So this, as you can see, I'm having a little harder time rolling it out because I think the gluten has relaxed a little too much. I never fridged the dough from the morning, so it's like rested for half a day now. And it just makes it way easier to like splay out And I could honestly dust the board with a little flour now, but I'm just being stubborn and I don't want to. So we're gonna keep doing this shit and watching me struggle. During our camping trip, my coworkers made the very astute observation that I love to struggle for no reason. So, I guess that's what I'm doing now. Alright, each of these is going to be 19 grams. 19 grams filling. And I'm doing these calculations so I can see if the recipe actually can make 24 dumplings, because the dough makes 24 dumplings. So I'm recording exactly how much each filling weighs so that I can make sure that I can scale up or down the recipe so that you don't have like lots of filling left over or you don't have lots of dough left over. And these are gonna be a little bit heavier of an eating experience just because of the bacon, so I'm making the filling a little less plump. Del, no! That sucks. I hate it when that happens. Aren't curry puffs baked puff pastry with potato filling? Yeah, sometimes. There are different kinds of curry puffs though, like Japanese curry bread, I feel like, is also kind of a curry puff. And then there's kind of like fried curry puffs, more like Southeast Asian curry puffs that are fried. Those are good. Those are kind of like a cross between a puff pastry and an empanada, I feel like. I love curry puffs so much. What class of food would you guys classify Jamaican beef patty into? 'Cause I love Jamaican beef patty. I don't know, like, is it a curry puff? I guess it's not really a curry. And is the dough seasoned with turmeric? Is that what makes it turn yellow? I love Jamaican beef patty so much. Oh my god, Uncrustable PB&Js. Truly the best lunch ever at public schools of my childhood. There would be no better day than a day with Uncrustable PB&Js. I would be so happy to see those on a lineup. I want to know how wide this wrapper is. Where's my ruler? Here we go. About 3.5. About 3.5 inches across. Is that what my recipe says? Is my recipe accurate? Quick. Does anybody want this recipe who didn't tune in this morning, who don't have that recipe on hand? Because I can link you right now because I'm looking it up. I say 4-inch disc. Okay, so maybe I can amend that to 3.5. Bye, Fred. Thank you for joining us, even though I didn't feed you. I do think 3.5 inches is a better width. Oh, so cute. So cute. Okay, I'll link the recipe right after I finish pinching this one shut. Adorable, guys. Adorable. Okay. Amend wrappers to 3 1/4 inch. Do you keep all fruit in the fridge? No. Bananas never go in the fridge. I made the dough this morning. Do you think you're gonna want to eat at least 6 dumplings?
Yes, definitely.
Measure that again. This feels good to me. Yep. All right, 3 1/2 it is.
Nice to see what that's also.
Making dumplings, so therapeutic, guys. I also just love the touch of dough. I know I've said this so many times before on my lives, but there is nothing that pleases me more than working with dough. And that bacon juiciness is already starting to leak. So these are gonna be juicy little guys. My hands are greasy. All right, onto our eggs. Welcome back, Fred. Hi. Hi, Kitty. Why do you like to stand there where nobody can see you? Because I'm working right where you're standing. Why do you like doing that? It's so funny because my mom told me that she's never crimped dumplings this way, and she wrote on her own Facebook that she's, for the record, never taught anyone to make dumplings this way. So in a way, my mom like really just shaded me. She was like, I disown your method. Hi, are you jumping onto the windowsill? Is that what you're doing? Oh yeah, yeah you are. You're gonna flip one of my plants to death when you jump off, my child. All of my plants are lined up right where you're gonna land. One day I'm gonna come in here and it's gonna be a mess, right? And you're gonna be the one who did it. I have a grilled artichoke recipe on Delish, but I don't really cook with it that often. You want to smell this one? Okay. Yeah, I know. I know you want to eat. Perfect, 15 grams. Getting so good at this, y'all. Alright, never mind, that was 13 grams. Like I said, hubris. Don't let it get the best of you. Bye, Fred. Yeah, I seriously don't understand why YouTube is so not user-friendly. They literally could just make it an option that you tap on somebody's name and it automatically populates their username to be taggable in the chat, and YouTube just has a lot of things that they don't. You're brushing up on me to beg for food, even though we just fed you 2 hours ago?
Yeah, but we only gave him 3.3 ounces
Instead of 3.5. But Aaron says you're gaining weight. And he says you're getting to be fat, like Mom.
Say hi to the people, Fred.
You didn't like that when I did that earlier.
Oh, you already did it today?
Oh yeah, I tried to weigh him by holding him and he flipped.
Oh, I thought you held him up to the camera.
No, he flipped.
Hello,
He was
Dr.
so
Jasnor
unhappy.
Cower. How's the dumpling situation?
Good, are you ready to eat?
Sure.
Can you put a pot of water on boil for me?
Okay.
I don't know if I held this back. I tried to I tried to do what Aaron just did, and then I tried to cradle him like a baby, and he just skedaddled. I
How
did it
full?
before. A third of the way. Thank you. How do I hold him properly? Thank God I don't have a human child, guys. Probably would have killed it by now.
Human child. Very dilly.
Do you not like dill?
It's like that Budweiser commercial in here. Dilly dilly, or was it Coors or some other
Why
shit?
do you think I watch beer commercials?
It was in the Super Bowl, I think.
Why do you think I
What
watch
was
the
that
Super
from?
Bowl?
What was Dilly Dilly from? Which stupid commercial? Hello, Kristen Bennett. I always find it weird when people, if you're not celebrities, make their usernames like their full legal name. You know, like I've never done that. It's always been pseudonyms online. I don't want like randos knowing my full name.
How do you know that that's their real name?
I guess that's true, but I'm looking at a Kristen Bennett, Trisha Wilkerson, Elizabeth Jarima, and Carly Kinsey, all four in a row. So if all four of them are using a pseudonym that sounds exactly like a normal name, then I guess that's an interesting coincidence. Trisha said it was Budweiser, the dilly dilly.
Thank you. So each of these dill and eggs filling is about 18 to 19.
Sarah Pangilinan. Is that wrong?
Yeah, he really is a child. Look at him. Look at him looking sad.
It's wrong. All right, how do I say it? Pang,
Hi, Madrid.
pangy little. I don't know. I give up.
Which one are you trying to read?
Sarah Pangilinan.
Guys, what do you think?
Sarah
Do you like my bangs?
Sarah Pangilabung? Is that what she? Sarah Bungilinan?
You're really butchering it,
No,
buddy.
she said bung. She typed bung.
Oh, okay.
Bungilinan.
Well, G could also be G, I guess.
Sarah Bungilinan. Okay, there we go. No idea what country that's from. Swedish? Is it Swedish? Yeah. Swedish?
Is that racist?
I don't know. Or against Swedes or who?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're doing a really weird
I
Swedish accent.
thought we accepted that no amount of racism is unacceptable if it's against Europeans, and especially Northern Europeans.
I don't know about that. That just sets a very dangerous double standard.
I agree. I don't think racism in any situation should be acceptable. I'm just saying that, like, people tend to tolerate it against Europeans a lot more.
Why? Because of white guilt?
I don't know why. K-Clock likes the bangs. Nice bangs, June.
Thank you. I didn't have time after my shower today to actually do my hair. So.
Pungilinan.
So cute! It's so tiny. Which one are you looking forward to? We have potato version 2. We have bacon and leeks. We have dill and eggs. Do you want me to make you a few of the gochujang?
Sure, yeah, I'll have any dumplings.
How much do you want?
I'm a hungerman. What are we working with there on the plate already?
I'm giving you 7 of these.
Then I do 2, I guess. I'd do a solid 9.
Okay.
9's a nice even number. June, have you read Laura Lippman's Sunburn?
What?
Do you like Laura Lippman, the author?
I don't know who that is.
Okay. I was waiting for somebody to comment on me saying 9 is a nice even number, and like clockwork, somebody did.
Wow. Don't you know, our viewers?
Mm-hmm. People can't help themselves when they see somebody being wrong on the internet.
You're such a catfisher for trolling.
That's an ex-KCD comment. Somebody's wrong on the internet. Aaron and June, if you had to learn any given gift/talent, what would shock us to know?
Wait, what?
If you had to learn any given gift, talent, what would shock us to know? I'm sorry, I don't understand that question.
I also don't understand that question.
Hello, Jesse Renteria.
Please rephrase. We would love to answer.
Watching your
We
videos
just
has
don't
helped me get better at only cooking for myself and not wasting so much food.
Yay.
I see what you meant. Not only. Not enough spice here, and it's back at it again tonight. Right. Well, I love the beef dumplings, obviously. The beef and bacon gochujang ones.
But you said they were too sweet.
I liked them of all the dumplings you made the best.
Okay. Well, first we're going to boil off in the order that we made them, which is potato first, which I know you're not gonna like, but we'll start with the weird unwelcomed ones with you first.
Let's not start on Aaron, please. You can start on me, that's fine. I've been started on before.
And then I'm gonna make you some of your gochujangs, since you love them. I'm gonna make myself a baby gochujang one too. Why not? Baby dumpling. Thoughts on veganism? Sure, if you love it, do it.
I think it's great. I admire vegans a lot. I think they are morally superior to us. I've said this to June before and she's argued with me about it. And
Yes, I have thoughts on morally superior. For
yes,
Sure.
June doesn't like that concept, but I'm willing to be bold and say bold things, and I think they are morally superior in that regard. Obviously, if a vegan is a vegan but also murders children in their free time, then that's not morally superior. I'm just saying that aspect of them is. I would like to be vegan, but I'm not strong enough. I like my meats, cheeses, bacons, beefs, beef noodle soups, chicken wings. The list goes on and on too much. Tteokbokki is like rice cake that June have cooked in her One Delish video, but I think I type it wrong. Yes, tteokbokki is Korean rice cake.
I've also been told that it's pronounced more like dokbokki, like it with a D.
Sam says, we don't murder children. I'm not saying all vegans do. I'm saying there has probably been at least one vegan in history who has murdered a child.
Oh my god, Aaron.
And
You're gonna lose me so many people.
so the reason June got angry at me when I said that they're morally superior is she was like, well, what if they've done other bad things or whatever? And I'm like, I'm not talking about the other bad things they've possibly done. I don't know what other bad things they've done. I'm saying that aspect of them is morally superior.
Nothing delights me more than a baby dumpling. I believe somebody asked me to make a baby dumpling, but because I'm recipe testing, I need to be accurate about amounts. But I will make myself one baby dumpling.
Hitler was vegetarian, allegedly.
What?
I've heard everybody say that. I don't know if it's true. It's just one of those things people say. Like
The internet.
Like Hitler had one ball, or Hitler's mother was Jewish, or something like that. And I don't know.
Was his mom not?
No, there's no evidence that he was at all Jewish. I also don't know if the vegetarian thing is true. It's just like one of those things people say.
Interesting. My dad told me that his mom was Jewish.
Your dad is wrong.
My dad is fake news.
Your dad is fake news.
He was a painter. He actually failed at art school. Can you pan the camera? Oh, never mind. He's moving. Whoa.
He's got the madness. Ava Braun was Jewish? I didn't know that.
That does not make sense.
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense.
I think people say a lot of things about Hitler, and not all of them are true. Hitler seems to be one of those people you can just like say a lot of things about. Like, oh, he had one nut. And it's like, okay.
Do we think it's okay to make fun of dead people who did bad stuff when they were alive?
I think it's okay to make fun of alive people. Why wouldn't it be okay to make fun of dead
Wouldn't that be bullying?
I think it's
someone?
okay to. Well, if they did something wrong, then you should make fun of them for it and say, stop doing wrong things, living
I
guy.
feel like stop doing wrong things is different than hey. It's different than making fun of them.
Okay. Well, the only form of criticism I know is making fun of somebody. That's my
We've
form of
learned that
critique.
by now, Aaron.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
we've
my
noticed.
love. That's my love language is mockery.
Wow. If you really are Twitter as a person, I truly don't know how
I do not have a Twitter account, so I learned this on my own.
Here you go. And here is your dipping sauce that I've reserved.
Christina says, June.
Yes?
She started this off like a formal letter. I just want to say thank you for being so unapologetically yourself. Depression is real, and seeing you share yours has made me feel normal. Thanks to you both for opening up your kitchen to us.
Yay!
Excellent, Christina.
Thank you for coming.
Although I feel like people are not hiding depression these days. It's like extremely talked about in pop culture and like by people in general. Like everybody goes around saying they're depressed and talking about how depressed they are. So I don't know if it's like that groundbreaking of June to do, but I'm glad you appreciate it.
Potatoes. Here you go, Aaron. You
Ugh.
can let it cool.
Okay.
And the next one that we made, the bacons.
It's literally 4:21 a.m. in the UK.
Wow,
Do
UK.
you say that as if you're in the UK? I'm just gonna pour, and then
Okay.
I'll be lazy. Fred was eyeing the dumps. Fred eyes all of our food. Fred, you want to smell? I always let him smell. Yeah. Oh, instant turn off. I think the vinegar turns him away.
You want to sniff this one?
Why are you guys watching? It's 5:22 in here in Madrid. You guys, June, you have such dedicated fans. They're up at 4 and 5 a.m. watching you.
Fred, maybe I can give you a little bit of the dough.
Honestly, you guys who's in the UK and Madrid,
Just a little bit of dough.
are you normally awake this time, or are you just awake for June? I'm actually very curious. It is the June Simp Army.
Oh my god, he loves dumpling dough!
We should rename him. We should call him Dumpling Dough.
Dumpling! He's a little dumpling.
Insomnia. I couldn't sleep well. Yeah, fair enough.
What do you think? This one tastes way better. It's way better.
I used to like to play devil's advocate a lot, but now I pretty much don't. I will generally only advocate for things I truly believe. It just might seem like devil's advocate to you because it's stuff you don't agree with, and you wish you agreed, and you wish I agreed with you all the time. But nobody's gonna agree with you all the time.
I think it's really hard for him to chew, that's why. What else did I put in the potato filling? There's green onions, so I can't really feed him that. Did you like the dough?
I remember you wore a Benoit Metallica shirt and
Yes,
wanted
he
me ever
did.
since. Yeah, that's one of my favorite shirts. If any of you guys know where I got that shirt, I'll be very impressed. I'm sure at least a couple of you know.
Wow. Did you like that more than the first potato filling?
I did actually, yeah,
Yeah.
that was a lot better. Was there gochujang in that?
No.
Oh,
Jennifer, this is the new potato filling that I made today after we got cut off from my first live. I zoomed my mom while I made the second version. This one has butter instead of olive oil, and it also has some heavy cream.
yeah, it's a
So
lot
it's
better.
much richer.
That's honestly,
Really good.
that's borderline enjoyable for me.
Yeah. Did you taste the fennel in there or no?
Not much. Is it the mashed potatoes from last night?
No, it's a
This
different
morning?
version.
Or, oh. I had some dumplings from Wu and Nussbaum because the dining hall.
Ooh.
What is Wu and Nussbaum?
No idea.
It's an interesting restaurant name. Good night, Alimas.
Bye. Good luck with your spring cleaning. Okay, these are the bacon and the leeks. Chinese leeks. Would you like to take them?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Some of these comments are very strange.
This one, it didn't erupt, but I made the dough very thin, as you can see. You can see the filling. It almost looks like unnervingly like brain.
So are these more like, these are basically shui jiao, right?
Yeah, these are shui jiao.
These are
They're
shui
not
jiao.
basically.
They
They
are.
are.
Okay. So
Hang on.
they're not even momos. They're not close to momos. They're shui chow.
I don't know what momos are defined by.
Okay.
Besides delicious. I
Oh,
believe
God.
momos are steamed.
I was staring at the phone and the white band. It didn't even like gradually shift. It like
Yeah.
instantly flicked
I
like
don't
a
know why
frame.
it does that.
It was like it looked good and then it just became orange everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that.
Yeah. Here's regular. Stay. White balance. Stay. June, what is it you suggested instead of mochi? Tangyuan?
What?
June, is this what you suggested instead of mochi? Tangyuan?
Yes, tangyuan. Tangyuan is a form of mochi, basically. We got a little doughboy.
He's a doughboy.
I love him.
Maybe
so
you should
much.
stop feeding him dough, though.
Okay, fine.
I've never heard of the dough diet for cats.
Fine, fine. What do you think?
I like it a lot. I like it more than the patatas. So it's more than borderline enjoyable.
I have the recipe pinned to chat.
I don't see anything pinned. Oh, I see.
Pinned.
Pinned. Love the wrapper to filling ratio.
Hell yeah. You gotta make sure it's wrapped with abundance inside. This one definitely needs a dipping sauce. It is quite rich.
Aaron, it's probably the Flovent making Fred fatter. Right, he's also tapering off prednisone now. So that's definitely going to make anyone chunky.
Mmm.
These are great.
Yeah.
The ratios in here are perfect. Both the ratio of filling to dumpling and the ratio of like, this is leeks inside?
Mm-hmm.
Of leeks to bacon. One of your finest dumps.
I'm so glad. I also really like undercooking these. I like the kind of raw doughiness of it. Guys, I know prednisone makes you really bloated. I was on prednisone when I was younger. Everything made me hungry. Like smelling everything and anything made me hungry.
Aren't you hungry all the time?
Is
normally?
cooking food for others your love language? I think cooking food, period, is a love language for myself. I just truly enjoy it. Especially when I'm not doing it for work and I'm just experimenting, it brings me such delight.
Kelly Keinard says, hey.
Hey,
Hey, Kelly, hey.
hey,
Everybody say hey to Kelly.
hey, Kelly. That was Aaron. Hi, Rebecca. Oh, dang. I didn't know you could be on prednisone for life. That sounds terrible.
Where do you want to travel this summer? Well, we're going to Lebanon in September.
Hopefully. Jinx. Aaron.
Okay.
All right, here are Dylan eggs.
That sounds like somebody's name. Dylan Eggs.
That
Would you
sounds
like-
like a horrible name.
Would you like to be named Dylan Eggs?
Hell fucking no. Can you show the cam?
Yes, they look like dumplings though. They look like all the other ones. Sorry, did you say these are more the leek and bacon?
Dill and eggs.
Dill and egg. Oh right. Yeah, I was just making fun. I got too distracted by it sounding like somebody's name that I forgot entirely what you said. Okay, here's Dylan J Eggs.
I will say Monserrate Murano is such a good name. Wow. It sounds so regal.
Oh, somebody in chat with that name?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh,
You don't like?
way too much dill. I'm sorry.
You don't like dill.
Mm.
You can
Not this level of dill.
Alright, give. I'll take.
Mm-hmm. I'll finish this one. It's very dillis.
I have a feeling I'm gonna like it.
It's the dilliest. You guys got to be real dill heads for this one. You want to smell the dill dump? Fred is not into the dill dump either.
He's not into it?
No,
Oh.
turned away.
Alright.
All you dill heads out there, make this one.
Well, I fucking love it. Wow. I love dill though.
Yeah, June's always been a big dill
Can
head.
I give you some more sauce?
Yes, thank
I
you.
think it's gonna help. I love dill so much, and I love like the dill that they put in a lot of Eastern European dipping sauces, like that tomato dill combo. Love that. That Eurasian sauce.
Yeah, Sam. For me, the dill is definitely too strong, but June's a big dill head, so she's into it.
All right, this one isn't going to be going into the version, I guess,
I mean, some people like dill.
and a lot of people don't.
Okay. Add a few drops of this to my sauce.
Guys, check the baby dumpling. It's
Hello,
so cute.
You adorable dorks. Priya Darsini Mukherjee. How'd I do on that one?
Do you want me to make you 2 more dumplings? Since
Sure.
I took away 2 dumplings?
So what would we be at now?
I don't know how much you ate, girl. You gotta keep track. Here,
Or, I mean, how many more are you making?
I'm giving you 2 more. And then, do you want any more after these 2? You tell me. You don't have to.
I'll have. I eat 3 more after these, or I can finish with these and just like make oatmeal for myself.
Which dumpling would you like? Which filling?
I am very happy with the leek and bacon or the beef. Le boeuf.
Okay. Heard, chef.
Thank you. No, you're the chef. I'm just standing here making dumb comments and eating whatever you make.
Very necessary.
Hey, Chewbacca, we are still here. June has been streaming nonstop since 10 a.m. this morning.
LOL.
She never stopped.
Oh.
Some people do 24-hour live streams, like when they're trying to grow their channel. It's a popular thing to do on Twitch.
You said 3 more?
Sure. Thank you. Should June do a 24-hour? First answer is no.
I don't think anybody would want to see that, honestly.
Yeah, mods, heads up. Why, is there a troublemaker? Is there a scoundrel? A rapscallion in
Who?
chat?
Who?
I don't know. Dawn just said mods, heads up. I haven't seen anything out of line. Everybody's towing the line tonight.
Is she referring to the fact that we would be going on for 24 hours and therefore would need
Oh,
mom?
true. Everybody's saying you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, because I have actually reasonable viewers.
But Theodore would watch Fred for 24 hours.
Yeah. Welcome to my life. That's basically what I've been doing. Alright guys, so I guess the winners are the gochujang, beef, and bacon, and then the bacon and leek. So the moral of the story is we still like meat too much.
Those are my winners. You should have your own opinions, dude.
I love the dill.
Okay, then make the deal.
I love the dill, but I agree it's probably because my tastes are so weird that nobody else would like it, so I would not pitch.
Also, honestly, your second potato one was really good.
Yeah.
Like, if even I liked it, I think potato lovers out there, would really love it. So maybe you should include that one.
Mm-hmm. Fred, you sound like one of those creepos.
What does he sound like?
He's like.
Did you make a tiny one?
Mm-hmm.
It's so cute.
I made a tiny one, guys. Yes. Woo! I'm actually gonna make a couple more of the vegetarian ones because I want to experiment with combining the. Sorry.
Do you inhale some of your tiny one?
Yep. Ooh. Ow. Thank you.
Aaron, do you eat or like fries? Yes, I love fries. Specifically, I love fries that are like thin and crispy. Like steak fries are my least favorite kind of fry.
But you like Shake Shack fries, so that's a lie.
Shake
Those are
Shack fries
not-
are wavy, and when you cut them into wavy form like Shake Shack does, that increases the surface area, which makes them crispier. Checkmate.
Do you
Oh.
want a bacon and leek one with the gochujang one?
Sure. Thank you. My occupation is chief taste tester for June's excellent creations.
Can you pan the camera down to show Fred being a creep?
Creepy Creepington. Do you all have any suggestions for where to find affordable produce in NYC? Didn't June do a shopping video, or did I imagine that?
I didn't do a shopping video.
I
Where
was
do you
I
live?
think it was talked about, but she never did it.
Depends on your neighborhood.
Well, they're asking, oh, it's specifically in NYC. Can you generally give advice on how you go about shopping, or do you talk about that in Budget Eats?
My general advice is to just check out what's available in your neighborhood, and it's not like you're always going to have the same deals. You have to be open to cooking with the deals that you find. That's basically the whole premise of Budget Eats. Is I can go hunting
White balance.
for ingredients for as long as I want, but if I'm not willing to budge on the ingredients that I'm buying that week, then I might never find the deals that I need. So you just have to see what's out there that week, and you have to work with what's on sale.
Good night, hiccups for days. That sounds terrible. I don't want hiccups for days.
Happy birthday to your fiance. Can you turn on the water for me?
Paris, I'm pretty sure you said I have nice eyes in today's afternoon or morning live stream, so.
Wow.
Yes, I get it. Thank you. I
Wow.
appreciate it, but we don't need to say it.
Wow. Aaron's got admirers. How's it feel, Aaron? How's it feel, Aaron?
Great. It feels great because everybody who compliments me improves my self-esteem and makes me feel like a true king.
A true
A
king.
true king.
Wow.
Everybody's a true king out there. Y'all are true kings too. Kings and queens out there. What makes you feel best about yourself, June, when people say nice things about you?
I don't
What
want
form of
people to
com-
say nice things
June
about
does
me
not want people. Why are you using the burnt side?
because it adds flavor,
That's
Aaron.
flavor. That's char flavor. Do you actually not want people to say any nice things?
I love it when people reach out to me and say that
you know, my content has helped them in some way because it makes me feel like a useful human being. I don't really, like, coming from a Chinese background, I don't really deal with compliments very well, and I don't really feel comfortable accepting compliments, especially for more like superficial shit. And it feels kind of pointless to me, but
When you're complimented in Chinese culture, it's customary to say "nali," which means like where. Like, no, I don't see it. What are you talking about? But I don't know if June can entirely blame that on her Chinese culture. I think that's just part of who she is she doesn't like people saying nice things about her.
you want to drop in your
She honestly, it happens so often where I'll say something nice about her or her work or whatever, and she like won't believe me. She'll think I'm lying, and I am sarcastic a lot. I get that, but I'm not sarcastic when I'm, you know, genuinely complimenting her, obviously, or her work, as I do all the time, as you see me do all the time in her videos when there's something I really like. But so often it seems like she doesn't take my word for it, like she doesn't believe that there's actually something about her or her work that I like, and I think that's how she approaches a lot of nice things people say about her. She's very skeptical. Is it because your self-esteem is so low and you don't like yourself so much you can't believe that other people would?
Probably.
Okay, there we go. We found the answer. Psychoanalysis complete. Sam says it's mildly insulting to not accept compliments.
Only from an American cultural perspective. You gotta keep in mind that I'm between cultures. So it does put me in a very hard place where I can't deal with conflicting cultural standards inside my head, and it just makes it a very confusing place for me to be. Because as a Chinese person, you're not actually supposed to accept compliments.
I've heard that struggling to accept compliments often stem from a lack of compliments when growing up during your most impactful years. Did your parents compliment you a lot? Did they say, "You're doing great, June"?
I really don't fucking
Little
know.
Jiaxing.
Listen,
Jiaxing.
I don't remember much because I had to immigrate to Japan when I was 3, and then I didn't know the language there, and that felt really alienating. Even if people complimented me, I probably didn't understand them for the longest time. Certainly in America, not a lot of people commented me. I loved my ESL teacher, and I loved my 3rd grade classmate named Christina, who was the only one who was willing to play with me on the playground during recess because I was still that foreign kid who didn't speak any English. So thank you, Christina. This is a mixed one with my dill and eggs and my veggie noodle filling that I made this morning. So I'll boil those off after Aaron's done. But yeah, it's been really hard to gauge what the right thing is to do, especially within me, like, because I've been kind of indoctrinated with 2 conflicting cultural standards, that it just never feels right. Like, it never feels like I'm doing the right thing. So that is hard.
How long should these cook for?
If you think they're done, fish.
I don't know.
I think they're, if you like them al dente, you can fish.
Okay. I'll need the spoon. How do you normally take them out? Okay. I didn't want to break them. Dumplings again? Yeah, Paris, you've been here. What are you talking about?
Hold on.
I got it.
It's
It's
one
already
of them is
broken.
breaking. Hold on.
I can see that. Yeah, it broke. It's fine. Okay. It's all good because now we can see the interior. Beautiful filling.
Fred's eating himself again.
Yeah, he's been grooming away.
Did you hit the mixed one yet?
I don't think the broken one is the mixed one. That's what I'm eating now. I think this is the leaking bacon.
Leaking bacon?
Leaking bacon. June, you can always adopt a kid, says Linda.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Maybe we will.
Do you think?
We'll go kid shopping
I
tomorrow.
don't know, guys. I still feel like I'm gonna fuck them up. Although, that's not to say that the system isn't already fucking them over.
Yeah, would they be any worse off than in
It's
a,
probably better if they have one
orphanage?
person to hate, i.e. me,
Don't
than an
orphanages
entire
still
system.
exist, like in a Dickensian sense? Like, are there just like buildings where a bunch of orphans live and
I
hang
think
out?
so.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Who runs it? Is it still like the Catholic Church?
I don't fucking know. Could you eat dumplings every day?
Well, funny you say that. Oh, I'm eating the mixed one now.
How is the mixed one?
I love it. It might be my favorite one of all because I love leek. And
Can I get a tiny nibble? Ooh, yeah. Very complex flavors. Not sure if I like that combo though. Oh, so it's so fucking spicy what you put in that sauce.
oh yeah,
Eesh.
yeah.
Eesh.
The African Dream habanasco is
Oh my
Uh,
god.
it's really up there.
Your dipping sauce. My mouth is on fire. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I forgot.
Oh god. That's bad. My hands are gonna flare so bad. I've never done edibles. I've done like one piece of hard candy. I liked it.
Thank you for the incredible dumpling day, June.
You like leeks? You can't have it, buddy. I could kill you. I might kill you. You can only sniff. No. You really gonna touch my food with your paw?
He bought it?
He almost did. He almost pawed my food. Yeah, you. No. No, buddy. I'm sorry. You can't eat it. We are weaning off the prednisone. It's every other it's every 3 days or 4 days of prednisone. He does seem to itch one specific spot right by his front right leg. I don't know what the deal is with that. I'm still very attached to the sweet potato noodle one, but I do think it might be less appealing to the general public. So, and this one is the mixed one. Honestly, if you add the dill and the eggs together with the noodle filling, perfect. Perfect. That's so good. I bet Aaron will still hate it though.
Are you done with the dumpling water or are you drinking it?
I might drink some.
Okay, I'll leave it.
Thank you.
Am I allowed to have any almonds?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you need them all? Is there any of these multiple almond jars you prefer I eat? Or the one in the top?
Anyone.
Okay,
I labeled it. Some are toasted, some are raw.
thank you.
My gosh, we don't have any mice here. I would be in freak out mode if we did.
June got this for a recipe and I'm having some now. It's Diplomatico's cheaper version, but it's still good. I still like it a lot.
A little dribble of black vinegar. Can you close the vinegar for me, please?
Yeah.
Thanks. One last sniff. Okay. I feel a little obligated to make slightly new variations. I would never make like a repeat, but you know, I've done like tacos more than once. Tacos. So I will recycle general thematics and general like bastardizations of categories of food. Like pizza is something that can be easily exploited and made into different versions. So are tacos, so are different kinds of noodles. So I won't ever repeat a recipe exactly, and also I just don't have the same ingredients every time, so it's almost impossible for me to repeat play by play. But yeah, I do feel like because it takes so long for us to produce an episode of Budget Eats that every time I should be putting out something different, which is kind of overwhelming to think about because every time I'm just like, oh God, what if I run out of things to make? But you know, food is food, you never run out of things to make. How many hours a week do you do at Delish? It's my full-time job. Technically, I'm supposed to be working a 35-hour work week, but Lord knows nobody at Hearst works a 35-hour work week. It's when I'm filming Budget Eats, I've said this before, I work anywhere from like 12 to 16 hours a day to get the filming done, to get the file organization done, to get the recipe notes written down, to calculate the prices of each dish, to cook, to shoot, to clean. It's a long haul, so. But, you know, that's why I don't shoot Budget Eats every single week. I would die. And Zach would also die. Why does production take so long? Because I'm the only one who's coming up with the recipes, cooking the recipes, shooting the recipes, and I don't know if you've ever recorded videos before or done video production before, but video production is very intense, and also editing takes a very long time. If I hand Zach 6 hours of footage, that means that he has to watch all 6 hours before he can even start cutting it, because he has to know what he has to work with. So it takes a full week for me to record.
and those are very long days for that week. And then it takes Zach at least a week to edit, and then we have to go through like 3-4 rounds of finessing the edit. So I don't want to brag or anything, but there's probably good reason why we want a Webby for the series. There is just a shit ton of work that goes into that series. So I do feel like everybody wants more episodes all of the time, but it is just very intensive. And also the fact that we're working from home, file transfers, miscommunication, and also beyond Zach editing, Allie has to come up with the graphics of the grocery haul, the illustrations, and the animations, and the special effects that Vineet has to put in. There's a lot. Yeah, and shopping too, of course. Yeah, I do feel like it's the reason why Budget Eats has been so successful is because people actually find it very practical and usable in terms of the day-to-day cooking. Because it's one of the few cooking shows I think that takes you through the grocery haul and then using every single thing that you bought instead of buying ingredients for a specific recipe and then not knowing what to do with what remains from that. So yeah, what kind of videos would you guys want to see? I honestly have gotten used to working from home. In the beginning, it was a huge struggle to learn how to film by myself, but now I think I've gotten into a good rhythm where I know exactly how to shoot something. What are you doing, buddy? You just looking at me? I do get KFC sometimes. Very, very not at all McDonald's. I love to watch you take ingredients and just invent. I hope I've been doing that quite frequently, Kelly, but yeah, I have thought about putting stuff along this wall for more space, but honestly, it's just like we weren't even sure if we wanted to stay in this apartment for the longest time, and so we didn't want to put any work into it. And also our landlord told us we can't really drill into the walls. It would come out of our security deposit if we made holes. So $2 budget meals. Diana, would that be $2 per meal? Food preservation. You know, I actually don't do a lot of food preservation. I don't know how to can, for example. And I don't really know much about fermentation. Just one day, just one meal, Budget Eats minis. But see, Cality, I feel like that would ruin the appeal of Budget Eats, which is you see this big ass adventure that takes you through the process of using all parts of everything that you bought. But we are gonna do something like that for the next round, so we'll see how it works or doesn't work. It might flop, especially without Aaron here, but always down to try new things. And you know, we want to make sure that the show doesn't stale, and so we got to change up the rules a little bit every time. So remake TikTok recipes, I'll leave that to you guys. Dollar Tree edition, very interesting. I would love to do that. I think the camping video that's coming out soonish will have elements of the Dollar Tree, so hopefully people are gonna find that fun. And kitchen clean out, yes. And different ways to cook cabbage. I mean, I wish I had cabbage, but you can roast cabbage, stir fry cabbage, eat cabbage raw, you can boil cabbage, although I don't really recommend that, ew. Well, cabbage soup, actually. Cabbage is very versatile, I love it. Do a grocery shop with a recipe in mind, then use the rest of the ingredients. Yes. TT, I didn't know that. That's I actually went into a Dollar Tree the other day and was fascinated at how much you can actually buy with just $1. There's like a lot of good snack foods, like pretzels and stuff, and the freezer aisle is quite abundant too. I'm sure none of that shit is good for you to eat in the long term, but obviously if you're making low fucking wages, working families, you're just struggling to put food on the table. Obviously anything that feeds you is what you have to work with, so I totally get that. But wow, Fred. Wow. Yeah, Dollar Tree definitely has been pitched a lot of times, and I'm down to do it. Okay. I love dumpling soup. It is a good digestive. It's very starchy, and obviously the more dumplings you boiled in it, the more flavorful and milky and carby it is. It's a little bit salty, a little bit savory. And so, Labiba, did you come back? Oh no, that was Alima, who went away. Fred is on a Zoom call. I am up at midnight. My mom is going to tell me that I'm up way too late. Aaron, did you take the almonds you wanted to eat?
Yeah, thank you.
Do you have a favorite Chinese restaurant? No, not really. When people ask me for my favorite restaurant, it's always Fayol. That's Tibetan food. But when it comes to restaurants, there's always like one or two things that a restaurant does great that I love. It's kind of like loving musical artists and versus loving songs. I most normally just really love songs and not the whole, playlist from the artist, so. What I eat in a day. That's kind of the first Budget Eats. The one that was shot on my cell phone and looked pretty crappy, the $35 one. No Budget Eats. A lot of the things that you guys are recommending tonight will actually be all included on the next one. So just be patient, it'll drop sometime. Wow, Fred. Holy shit, dude. Calm your butt. Calm your butt. Calm it. My mom wasn't scared off by you guys, but she's very concerned when I speak about her in the live streams in a critical way, as any mom would. But I am what I am. I talk about everything. Yeah, I also don't know if Fred is 10. He certainly doesn't have that many teeth left, but man oh man, does he love to run and meow like a hellcat in the morning. Favorite peanut butter brand? Did you watch my peanut butter taste test? I like Sweet Ella just because they're more independent and small than Smucker's, but Smucker's is pretty good and widely available, and also makes Santa Cruz, which I love, especially Santa Cruz dark roasted. So I don't even know how to fillet a fish. You guys think I know everything. I do not.
Do not. Yes, it is the lentils with the leftover chicken broth that I'm trying to marry together so that I have more room in my fridge. Because the cooking does not stop, y'all. The cooking must continue, and I have no space for any of it. Yikes. Aaron, do you want me to save the bacon fat or dump it?
Oh, save it, of course, yeah.
Heard, chefo. I'm just gonna do some dishes and then I'll probably get ready for bed. Feel free to ask me any last questions for the night. And thank you guys so much for tuning in and joining our day of dumpling extravaganzas. Hi Hawaii, aloha. Is there a type of food that you want to try? Yes, durian. Durian, I want to try durian. Bougies. Ah. Yes, I would love to go to Thailand. Ugh. I've never had Panda Express. Oh my god, Fred. Oh my god, he nearly locked. This fucking cat is going to give me a fucking heart attack. I could survive on all the test kitchen leftovers, actually. There's so much stuff that I put into the freezer before we shut down for the pandemic, and I'm sure I can revive all of those somehow. I don't know what Hongxia durians are. That sounds like a fancy breed. I don't have a nighttime tea. I'm actually really bad about drinking caffeine-free teas because I always drink caffeinated teas. It's most often like milky oolong or sometimes genmai cha. I find genmai cha is more like nighttime for me. Oolong is a little bit stronger. I haven't had yam. Not the actual yam, no. Is it good? What does it taste like? Taro is great. I love taro. Yeah, Fred. Why did you almost kill my camera? Tell the people why. Yes. I've never had crawfish. I don't think so, no. Okay, I think we should put the dough in the fridge, so I will put it into a pint container for storage. Perfect fit. Hi, Utah. We're just about to leave. anxiety when I drink coffee. I cannot handle it. Like, I love milk in my honey, or milk in my coffee, and I got addicted to Dalgona when I had to develop it for Delish, but man oh man, that was not good for me drinking that whole thing. Way too strong. Truly gives me a heart attack. Supposed to be purple yam, but I don't really know the distinction of like yam versus not yam. I'm not well versed enough in it to say for sure. And I do not want to mislead anybody. So I will just say I do not know the answer. But yeah, taro and yam are different. Those two are definitely not the same. Oh my god, ube ice cream, I'm so jealous. Trader Joe's, period, I'm so jealous. I miss Trader Joe's so much. When do you guys think we're gonna go back to the office to work? Like, for real, instead of just piecemeal going in. Do you guys foresee a return to the old ways of being anytime soon? Oh yeah, how's that, so is the booster shot necessary? Is there an update on that? Did they decide? Hi, Germany. Samantha, you mean we're not already all zombies? Yearly boosters, I mean, that'll just be like flu shots, right? Basically. Sending you all the good vibes, Charlotte. I hope you get it too. Adventures of Janae, you did miss the cooking yet again. We're about to sign off, girl. And you also did miss the coking. We haven't done that yet at all.
Let's go find Fred. 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 Where's Fred? Oh. Oh my God, you did not. Say goodnight, Fred. Say goodnight. Right there. Can you look up there? Hey. Ah. Yes. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining. See you tomorrow?